Moroccan stewed chicken. Hi everyone! Today I'm making a delicious Moroccan-style stewed chicken that takes simple chicken to a completely different level. Some people would call this chicken tagine, but here's the good news. You really don't need a special tagine pot to get those wonderful Moroccan flavors. A regular heavy pot, Dutch oven, or deep skillet with a lid will work perfectly. Welcome to Cooking Show at Home. Please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really helps the channel grow, and I truly appreciate your support. The first thing we need to create that authentic Moroccan flavor is Ras el Hanout. Ras el Hanout is an aromatic North African spice blend commonly used in Moroccan cooking. Different blends can contain slightly different spices, but usually you'll find things like cumin, coriander, turmeric, and several other warm spices. I'll leave a link in the description below where you can find it. For our spice rub, I'm using 2 tablespoons of Ras el Hanout, 1/2 tablespoon of ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of sweet paprika, and 1 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. For the chicken, I have 2 Cornish hens, about 1.5 pounds each. You can also use 1 whole chicken weighing around 3 pounds instead. Cut the Cornish hens into approximately 9 to 12 bone-in pieces. I definitely recommend keeping the bones in because they add much more flavor to the sauce while the chicken slowly cooks. Place all the chicken pieces into a large mixing bowl and sprinkle our spice mixture over the top. Now get in there and mix everything very well, making sure every piece of chicken is completely coated with those spices. Once everything is nicely covered, set the chicken aside at room temperature for about 40 to 45 minutes. This gives the spices some time to penetrate the chicken while we prepare the rest of our ingredients. While the chicken is marinating, I'll peel and chop 1 medium onion. There's no need to dice it very finely. A rough chop is perfectly fine because the onion will soften as everything cooks together. Next, peel and chop 4 cloves of garlic. Then I'll take 1 lemon and slice it thinly. Good. And I'll also need about 1/4 cup of toasted slivered almonds. I'm going to chop them fairly finely. The almonds are going to add a little texture and a wonderful nutty flavor to the finished dish. Next, in a small bowl or measuring cup, combine 1/2 cup of tomato sauce with 1/2 cup of chicken broth. Mix it together and set it aside. And now our preparation is basically finished. Once the chicken has had about 40 to 45 minutes with the spices, we can start cooking. Heat about 3 tablespoons of olive oil in a large, heavy pan over medium heat. Let the oil heat until it begins to shimmer. Now carefully add the chicken pieces, skin side down. Try not to overcrowd the pan. If necessary, you can brown the chicken in 2 batches. Let the chicken cook without moving it too much for about 5 minutes. We're not trying to cook it completely at this point. We just want to develop some beautiful color on the outside. After about 5 minutes, turn the chicken over and brown the other side for another 3 to 4 minutes. Look at that color. And remember, all those brown bits developing in the bottom of the pan are going to become part of our sauce. Now lower the heat to medium-low. Add the chopped onion and garlic. Then add about 1 cup of chopped fresh cilantro. Give everything a gentle stir around the chicken. Cover the pan and let it cook for another 3 to 4 minutes. The onion will start softening, the garlic will become fragrant, and all those flavors will begin mixing with the spices and chicken. Now we can add the rest of our ingredients. Add 3/4 cup of pitted green olives. Then add 1/4 cup of raisins. The raisins might sound a little unusual if you haven't cooked Moroccan food before, but that little bit of sweetness works beautifully with the warm spices, olives, and lemon. Next, arrange our thin lemon slices around the chicken. Then add the chopped toasted almonds. And finally, pour in our mixture of chicken broth and tomato sauce. Bring everything to a gentle simmer. I'm also adding about 2 teaspoons of salt, but be careful with the salt here. The olives are already salty, and chicken broth can contain quite a bit of salt as well, so depending on what you're using, you may want to start with a little less and adjust it later. Once the sauce reaches a gentle simmer, cover the pan and keep the heat on medium-low. Let the chicken slowly cook for approximately 35 to 45 minutes. And after about 40 minutes, look at this. The chicken is tender, the sauce has become rich and aromatic, and everything has had time to come together. You have the warmth of Ras el Hanout and cinnamon, the brightness of the lemon, a salty bite from the green olives, some sweetness from the raisins, and that subtle crunch and nuttiness from the toasted almonds. And the smell in the kitchen right now is incredible. You can serve this Moroccan chicken exactly as it is, almost like a stew. Or, my favorite way, serve it over some simple, plain couscous. And if you enjoy recipes like this and discovering famous dishes from around the world, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Cooking Show at Home.